Hey, class. Hey, listen, it's an exciting day. Today is our first day starting in the MyPace program. We've already discussed it, we've prepped for it. And so it's just step one step at a time. This is unit one, task one. What makes a great job great? Which is the most important question we'll answer because once we decide what we want to do, we're going to attack it and we're going to get it. All right. These are the deal makers and deal breakers. We want to begin our career planning process by discussing an issue we might be tempted to take for granted. How do we define great? Now, when someone says their job is great, what do they mean? What about it is great? Will we all agree that the job is great, or is it just great for them? Great questions. So, as we move through my pace and we select occupations, you will notice that every job has a favorite button. So, like when you like a job or when you prefer or you see something interesting, I want you to click that add to favorites. And that will build your library and you'll always be able to go back to that job and look. All right, so let's dive right in on the bell ringer. We had two choices. This is how the occupational data for A appears on my pace, but certain information has been removed. Can anyone explain what we see here? This is your time to do that. So basically, what we see that is that the job outlook is bright, and the median pay is $57.38 an hour. Like, hey, what more you need to know than that? But it's important to understand that that's not everything. Even though that's a great number, there are a lot of things that go into that number that may make it great or maybe not. Here's job B. The median pay is $19 an hour, which is still pretty decent, depending on where you live, and the job outlook is bright. So both of these job outlooks are bright. Now here we are with job A. These are our work styles, and soon we'll be going into learning what our style is, what our work style is. Here's some more information. I know that a page like this can seem overwhelming, but what I wanted to gauge is your ability to make meaning out of the new material in this weird format. Employers tell us the ability to solve unfamiliar problems is critical at most jobs. So remember this: when you go to a new job, a new position in life, anything new, it's going to look foreign at first. It's going to look weird, but after you take your time and look at it and get the repetition, then you'll understand and get used to it. So let's look at this job A. These are our rankings here on the left. The 93, 91, all the way down tells you what's most important for the job. Integrity takes a 93. Attention to detail, very important. Initiative, very important. So these three are very important for this job. If you're going to have this job, you need to be honest and ethical, careful about details, and willingness to take responsibilities and challenge. Now, social orientation, working with others, innovation, and adaptability are not important for this job. Okay, so we need to know that before we go in. Let's look at job B. With job B, the concern for others, integrity again, and stress tolerance are the most important. All right. Concern for others is important. Like with the other job, your concern for others wasn't important. Here at the bottom, innovation, achievement, and effort, and analytical thinking are not as important. And even leadership is not as important with job B. Okay. So at job B, it says here, what's the most important trait? And does anyone have a guess as to what these numbers and bars mean? So we just explained the numbers are the rankings as to what's important. So have a look at those. All right. A Millie, 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 Millie. That's my favorite song. Shout out to Lil Wayne. Here's a video here on money and happiness. It's important to understand that money doesn't equal happiness, but it does equal happiness. Okay. Our goal for you is that you have plenty of money, but you can't put a number on money. I know a few millionaires, and every millionaire will tell you that for every $1 million you get, there will be another $1 million of problems that you have to pay. So you can't outmake your debt. You can't make so much money that you don't have debt. So life is really all about comfort, peace, integrity, and being happy. Okay. So let's look at these questions. How do you believe that money could help you in your life? What would you do if you were making 120,000 a year? That's almost an eighth of a million. What if you're making a half a million? What if you're making a million? How much money do you need? Is having a lot of money the only way to be happy? Can you be happy without it? Is a person making 120,000 definitely happier than a person making 40,000? Ask us these questions. In the video, I mean, in the research, it says that comfort comes from value. So the things that you value, if it's family, if it's ownership, if it's happiness, those things are more important than like the dollar. Okay, so as we move forward, let's remember that. Oh my goodness, some toes. So we look at this job, the money that you were looking at earlier. Now you have to deal with feet. Okay, so podiatrist makes that 57.38. Personally, just from that picture, I know I would not want to be a podiatrist. I don't have what it takes. It's a lot of money, very little stress, but who wants to spend all day removing people's bunions? You know, and some people say, hey, it's all for the money, but some people are not about that. All right, job B. This looks more like a spiritual type connection, a substance abuse and a behavior disorder counselor. I know plenty of these in my life, and they have missions and goals in their life, and they are happy. So, which one is happier and which one is not? But they're both employed. I think that's what we all want to make clear to you. We just want you to be employed gainfully and legally, where you can just move forward and take care of yourself. Life isn't about being rich, it's about being successful and being a tax-paying citizen and putting forth your best foot. Okay, so which one of these two jobs would you prefer? Both make more than 25,000, the level, and that's what the flatten of happiness. Maybe looking for easy money isn't the whole picture, but that was a little bit of a cheat. We withheld vital information, and those were just pieces of the description. So look at their actual posting. This is what they have here. You'll see that we have matches. They'll let us know specifications, if what's really needed for the job, if you have it or not. All right. Steve Harvey, what does the survey say? Important factors in making career decisions: compensation, benefits offered, geographic location, opportunity for advancement, schedule, flexibility, company brand reputation, and industry. These are very important, and you will see them over and over again. We will ask you what your deal breakers are concerning those things. Okay, so sample mishaves and must-haves and deal breakers. All right. So when you go to your MyPace, you're going to answer these questions here. These are examples of the answers that you'll probably give. But understand that each of these must-haves and deal breakers correlate with every position we choose. So as we move forward to decide what your career will be, all of these things will apply. Okay. So we have our must-haves, benefits offered. Do you need health care for myself? I'm sorry, I need health care for myself or my son. That's an example. The benefits. Remember our benefits we went over? Health care, vacation time, 401k savings, company brand or reputation. I would not work for a company that received terrible reviews on Glassdoor.com. So the reputation and the brand of a company is very important. We want to research the companies before we apply. We want to know what we're getting into. Compensation, I want to make at least $20 an hour. So in our goal set, we will find out how much money we want to make and what we need to do to get it. Geographic location, I cannot leave my hometown. So these are stipulations. Like I told you, I don't want to live where it's cold. Some people can't leave their home. Some people don't want to travel. Geographic location. The industry that we work in, if you have a stipulation against that, that's an example. Opportunity for advancement. We need to decide, do we want to move higher or are we happy where we are? And our schedule flexibility. So these are all examples of the answer. You can use these samples, or you can use your own mind, or you can even ask in the comment question. I mean, in the comments, just give a question if you want to discuss further. But that should be enough for you to finish on MyPace Unit 1, Task 1. All right. So y'all did a great job, and we'll see you soon.